Oh, hi guys! Welcome to or back to my channel. I'm Ellie and you're watching Half E. If you're new to this channel, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Today, I will be showing you guys a few of my essential study gear. I'm not sure if you can get this online or at your local stores. I'm currently living in Japan, so the brands I will be showing you guys is mostly from Japan. So if you're familiar with the brand, great. If not, if you ever visit Japan, make sure to go check out those stores. So first things first, we're gonna start with pens. So let me just show you this. I'm not proud of myself, but over the years, I have collected a few pencil cases. Not gonna lie, I did have to sort through a few things because as you can see, it was very hard to close. But anyways, I'll just show you guys what I mostly used as a nursing student during school. As a nursing student, I read a lot, or should I say I read a lot. I'm just about to graduate, so I can't say I'm studying at the moment, but what I used are mostly, hey, actually, these aren't Japanese. These three highlighters were essential for me. Whenever I read something, whenever I got sheets from school or textbooks or things that I printed out, I would always highlight them. I didn't really have like a preference on which color was for what, but mostly I just went with my mood. But now that I think about it, I think each color should have meant like memorization, kind of important, really freaking important. Kind of order up which things are important and which things aren't really that important in your studies. So these highlighters are from Sharpie, as we all know. If you don't know this brand, I think it's an American brand. I got these off Amazon and they were a pretty good deal. I think I got like 6 or 8 of these. I'll try to find a link to it, but if you just go on Amazon, you can probably find these really easily. Highly recommend. Next stop, we got these pens. This is a brand from Japan. It's called Muji. I think it's been really popular over the past few years over in the States, all around the world probably. But that's the logo there, Muji. This one, there you go. This one has, how many pens? 10 different colors in here. And they're all just really simple, nice on the paper, if you know what I mean, but they're just pens. The thickness is about that much. It's not too thin, it's not too thick. If you're just writing on a piece of paper or like writing on loose leaf, I would definitely recommend this because it doesn't go through the paper and it actually lasts me a pretty long time. I think I've had this for about almost a year and a half now. So yeah, and I don't think I'm even halfway through any of the colors. So highly recommend. It also has a little lid to it. It's really easy to just pop in to your bag whenever you want to go to the library or go to class. It's really easy and the lid's pretty solid, so it doesn't come off easily, which I love because I've had some experiences with pens that the lid may have come off in the bag and caused a little problem, if you know what I mean. So definitely recommend. Try it out. Also, just continuing with the Muji series, I got a few more things in here, which I'm going to show you. Where are my stupid pens? I grabbed so many. So I'm back. I found my favorite Muji pens. These pens I normally keep in my primary pencil case because I have 3. They're so great, and I know like the pens that have all those different sorts of colors are probably more convenient just to carry around in general, but I prefer like the feeling of these pens. Like, give it a look. It's so pretty. I don't know. I just really love how clear and not clear these pens are. As you can see, I probably used a lot of them. During my senior year of nursing, I had to do a lot of studying, and these pens are what got me through it. So thank you guys. Thank you, pens. But I used the thickness of 0.5, which says on the little thing there. I don't normally go 1.0 because it's too thick for me. And there's also 0.38, but that's actually pretty thin. And when you're just writing things really fast or like just gotta take a note, I don't recommend using 0.38 just because it can get really thin and some things you write might not like properly come onto the paper and then you won't know what you're writing about. And that's not what we want during studying time. So definitely recommend these Muji pens. Smooth gel ink ballpoint pen knock type is what they are. So yeah, highly recommend these as well. I know I'm raving about Muji, but I'm also gonna be introducing one more brand that's not Muji, which I've actually used quite a bit, but I don't know, over the past year or two, I think I've just kind of moved on to Muji. But before Muji, I was using this pen brand called Sarasa, and it's also from Japan. They're these, and they, my friend, have so many different colors. It is crazy. Like, you name the color, they have it. Kind of crazy. I may have been a little pen collector back in the day. I'm not proud of it, but I used to have, I'm not even kidding you, 20 or 30 pens like this all through my pencil case, all around the house, and my mom was not happy about that. Sorry, mom. These pens come in so many different types of thicknesses, and I used to use 0.5, but now I've kind of moved on to 0.4, just because 0.5 for this pen specifically tends to be a bit too inky. Like, the ink comes out too much for me, so I like using the 0.4. I use 0.4 mostly just like writing down things to do on my agenda, or just like writing in my diary. I would use these pens. I don't know, they're colorful, they're easy to hold, and yeah, I just like them. But not gonna lie, like, my hands do get a little, you know, like right there when you hold the pen too long, yeah, that part starts to hurt when I use this pen too long, and that's why I kind of stopped using these for studying. But if you're just jotting things down, or if you just need a pen to like quickly write something, definitely recommend. Okay, moving on to just general stationery. As you probably know, there's a lot of stationery things in Japan that are super handy and super cute, super fun. I tend to go crazy on them, but I try to hold myself together and not buy the whole store. Let me just show you guys what I have currently. So these are just regular paper rollers. Like, you put on the back of, like a piece of paper, and then you can stick the thing onto your notebook or whatever. So I did use this quite a bit in my junior year, not really in my senior year. Junior year was a lot of taking notes, printing, and then putting those prints onto the notebook so you can actually remember the material, kind of thing. So these were very handy for me. And then coming in, similar brand, similar kind of thing. This is from Mono, like the eraser Mono, but this is actually just a regular correction tape. So whatever you write wrong on your pen, because I do that all the time, I just go over this. What I like about this is this thickness goes right over the loose leaf that I'm using, so I don't have to actually erase the lines. I can go between the lines. Very convenient. He was my homie. And then we also got this really nice handy little stapler. I was never a really big fan of the really bulky staplers that they sold back in the day. I found this one day at the stationery store. At first, I didn't even know that it was a stapler. Like, look at this. It's so thin and slim, and you can't even see like where it bites on you. That's what I liked about the most, because I can easily put this in my bag and just carry it around without having to worry that I'm gonna staple myself. Yeah. So basically, this thing, you open right here, and then you can flick this thing down, and then you just close it, and there we go, the regular stapler that we all know. But then when you're not using it, you basically just pop it open again, pop this up, and then you can close the whole thing. Isn't that great? He's a keeper, or she. It's a keeper. Let's say you're studying and then you want some entertainment. You're tired of the colors, you're tired of writing things, and you want some like visual stimulation. I've been there, trust me. These are so cute. They're basically just like a decoration tape, I guess. What you do is you just click on it, and then you roll it on a piece of paper, and voila, you get the design of what it says right there. Or, I have a few more. We got a little, what is this? Ladybug! Second language problems. And then last but least, we got ourselves a little Hello Kitty. Isn't that cute, guys? Oh, it's so cute. I use this sometimes for like when I'm studying and when I want to like surround a specific area that I really didn't memorize, or even like on my agenda book, just on anything basically that I like need my eyes to go there. So these are definitely like cute little decoration tapes that can make your studying more fun. Maybe even productive. I don't know. It'll make it better. Trust me. Also, just like your agenda book, more colorful, playful, and worth planning every month. I highly recommend these as well. Lastly, since we're on the topic of studying and tools and supplies and all of that, I don't know how y'all study, but for the past year, I've been studying mostly on my computer, iPad, and books. But I tend to go back and forth with my technology just because my eyes get super tired when I go on the computer or iPad too long, and I tend to personally memorize things better when I'm reading or writing it over and over. I'm not the most techie girl you will ever meet. I got these glasses at the beginning of the year last year. Let me just say, these were a game changer. This brand is Zoff. Take a look at this. Pow. Not the most attractive, but it does the job. It cuts out all the blue light that you're looking at on the screen for hours and hours, which is so bad for probably your eyes, your mental wellness, or whatever it is. Let me just say, as long as these are on, I can focus longer, eyes don't get tired as quickly, and they are really good quality. I'm not necessarily recommending this brand specifically, but I'm just saying that if you're studying and if you're going between books and computers and iPads and all those stuff, highly recommend getting blue light cut glasses. Why can't I speak today? Lesson of the day, let's just protect our eyes. So next, moving on to notebooks. I like to keep my notebooks very simple and very clean, if you know what I mean. Basically, I normally just use 1 or 2 notebooks whenever I'm studying. One is for like taking notes. I personally like the notebooks that have the rings on the sides like this, just because it's easy to fold the notebook in half and then have your textbook next to it as you study along. Versus if you don't have a ring, you kind of have to like bend the notebook down. I'm not a big fan of. I get the ones with the rings. The second notebook that I probably carry around most is this one, the Rollaband notebook. It basically has a nice little rubber band on it, so whenever you're on the go and wanting to put this in your bag, you can just quickly put the band on and then you can just pop it in your bag and you don't have to worry about it opening. Privacy protected. This notebook I particularly like just because yellow pages. I don't know what it is with yellow paper, but maybe I feel smart or something. I just tend to like memorize things more quickly and I just feel more efficient with my life and my time and whatever it is. Probably because I used to use the legal pads all the time, and just because this kind of reminded me of it, I was like, oh my god, I need to get it. This comes in a lot of different colors. I personally like this like cute little salmon pink color, so I got this, but I'm actually running pretty low now. I tend to rip off the pages that I don't need or don't think is necessary anymore. I've been using this for a good 2 years-ish. Really recommend. What I use mostly during my senior with studying and all that are these. These are just regular loose leaves that you can get in Japan. It says the size, the type, and also says how many loose leaves are in here. It's really convenient. On the back it says like all these perks, but basically the paper is really good quality, so whatever you're writing won't like go through onto the other side. I think I've been using it ever since like middle school. This is really good. You can change the order of the sheets, or you could just take a few out that you don't think is necessary anymore. So these are really convenient when you're having to study a lot of material in a really short time, because first you're like stressing out and you don't know what you're supposed to be like studying, remembering, and you're just like writing things down. Towards the end, I always realize that I'm literally just going through like 4 or 5 sheets that I've made for myself that I definitely like need to look over right before my exam. So if you're like me, I definitely would recommend this for exam prepping, maybe even just like day-to-day note taking, but definitely for exam taking. And then last but leastly, this little thing right here. I actually started getting into the habit of using it this year. Basically, I kind of just write down like a to-do list every day on here. I want to keep track on like what I'm doing when I'm studying and like what I have to do like chore-wise. I kind of just have to like write it down visually so I know what I have to do. And when I'm done, I just rip it off and call it a day. And if I can't finish it, I would either highlight it or just keep it on this ring just to remind myself the next day. It's also really small and super convenient to just carry around. So whenever you're out with your friends at coffee and you remember you have to write something down really quickly, you can just quickly write it down. I know, there are phones for that, obviously, but just when it comes to like studying and like keeping things organized, I personally like to write things down instead of using my computer or iPad the old-fashioned way. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Keep your highlighters, pens, and things that keep you motivated. Like for me are these decoration tapes. Make sure to have those in your primary, or if you just have one, I respect you, but primary pencil cases. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me. I'm always interested in purchasing or looking at new stationery in general, so please let me know. I'll probably be updating my pencil case and updating all my stationery once I start working as well, but for now, this is what I use to study. These are really good quality, really good things to have as a student, also just to have around the house. If you have any questions or suggestions, whatever, please leave a comment below and I will get back to you, and I will see you next time. Bye!